It is now time to put in your foundation wall. So I have my first floor view selected, and I'm going to go down to the north elevation. East elevation is going to show less, so make sure you choose north elevation. And zoomed in here, I can see I have my first floor, foundation, crawl space, and so on. I want my crawl space elevation to be right here, right kind of at that top layer here, the bottom of the floor. So I'm going to click on the crawl space, and then I'm going to choose Align, and I'm going to align to the bottom of the floor, and then click on crawl space. So that shows me that the floor probably has a thickness of 10 inches and 3/4, or 10 3/4 inches, because it aligned it there, and first floor was set at 0. So the next thing I need to do is I need to make my foundation 4 feet below that, because remember from your habitat specs, the foundation walls were going to be 4 feet thick. So if I click on this, it's already minus 4 feet, so I really need minus 4, 10 3/4. So I'm going to type in 10.75, that's 10 3/4. Now I'm going to be able to put in foundation walls that are 4 feet thick. And last, let's go ahead and set the bottom footing. I'm going to actually delete top of footing. So right click that, delete that, and we're going to delete that view altogether. We really won't need that one. And let's move bottom of footing up. And actually I could just type this in. I want this to be 6. Whoops, I'm sorry. I need this to be 4 inches thick compared to that right there. So if I add 4 inches onto that, I'm at minus 5, 2 3/4. And that gives me a 4-inch thick footing. And that's at the bottom of the footing. So let's now go to our first floor, and we're going to end up drawing or creating those foundation walls. So foundation walls, we have to create that, and I'm just going to go up here to foundation 10-inch concrete. We're going to need to edit this, and what I would like you to do is if we take a look at our habitat specs, you'll see that it is 8 inches thick, and we need to insert a couple layers for insulation. So again, review that habitat spec sheet, and it will show you the material, the category material for each of these, and it'll also show you the thickness. I'm just going to throw a number in here for right now. Make sure you check that, and you also look up what the category is. This is going to be a thermal layer because it's insulation on both of these. So again, check those, double check the thickness, and it's important that they are above and below the core boundary of concrete. So I'm going to hit OK. And you know what I should have done there is duplicated that and renamed that. So I am going to do that. I'm going to call this my 8-inch concrete insulated, and then hit OK. Now that we have our wall created here, we need to draw it in here. So you need to be in the crawl space floor plan. That's the only way that it's going to not argue with you for drawing this. It presets the base constraint to foundation, which is what we want. We want to go up to level crawl space, and that gives us a 4-foot unconnected, which is exactly what we wanted. Location line should be set to core face exterior, and let's do a rectangle. And core face exterior means that the outside edge of the core is going to be the outside edge of this concrete wall, and the insulation then will be further outside of that, which is what we want. So I'm going to click and drag that. It says it's not visible in this view, and that's fine. Because if we take a look at it in 3D, we can see that it is visible here. And that's how you draw on the foundation walls.